Hello everyone and welcome to another recording session video. I still don't have a name for this series, but I think I'm just going to put all these videos in a playlist and I think it'll make more sense that way. Anyway, this session is a little different from the last three recording sessions I have televised for you all. In those recording sessions, all recorded material was written haphazardly on the spot. Whereas in this video today, we'll be recording a song that Nicole has been writing for a long time. Because of this, I'll be taking a slightly different approach. And I mean that in the producing sense as well as the musical sense. For example, I'm going to be paying more attention into recording the overdubs, and I'm also going to be having some musical direction coming from Nicole. She's going to tell me what kind of feel she wants for the end product of the song, and I'll have to do my best to meet that request. She specifically asked me for a rough, on-the-edges 70s feel over the usual distorted punk sound that we go for her songs. I could probably get a best result here by recording each instrument individually, starting with the drum track. When recording in this manner, I like to record along with a scratch guitar track because then it's a lot easier for me to write and perform a drum track if I have something to follow along rhythmically. And for my own personal recordings, this is the method I usually take. Occasionally, I will keep the scratch track, warts and all, because it fits the feel more effectively. And when you record everything individually, you're going to have a lot more control in the end product. But in this case, we have two musicians in a room, which means I'm going to take full advantage of this. I find it preferable to record this way, as I feel a live performance always adds some authenticity to the end product. So Nicole is going to be playing her guitar through my Valve Jr. I got an RE15 on that right against the grill cloth, and I'm applying slight compression of about 3:1 for this track. Then I have my Shiny Box ribbon mic as a front of kick/room mic. The front half is going to be getting a direct drum sound, and the back half getting some room and guitar sounds in it. I got an EV664 on the bass drum, and I have the RE15 sister mic, the RE10 on the snare. And this is a different route than I usually take for my snare mic. I usually go for an EV635A for its omnidirectional capabilities, and that usually gives me a nice, nasty, and trashy sound. But the RE10 is a super cardioid microphone, and as a result, I'm hoping to get a more focused sound, something that I hope will make the song feel a little more like Nicole is imagining in her head. That's my theory anyway, and let's see our end result and make our judgment from there. Once I got all the microphones hooked up, we did some quick test jams to not only check our levels on the mics, but to give me an opportunity to feel out the drum part and settle on what I was going to go for the final take. The last time me and Nicole played the song together, it was months ago, and because of that, I kind of had to start from scratch. Despite that, we fell back into the groove very quickly, and we actually got our final take on the second try. And I always like to get to the performance as quickly as possible because I think the song flows more naturally this way, and it gives it a rough around the edges energy. After that, Nicole recorded a bass track. I have a SM57 against the grill cloth of my PV, and then I sent that through a healthy amount of compression, somewhere around 10:1. And I find bass to be a little tricky when it comes to compression. With an inexperienced player like Nicole or myself, I usually have to go a little more heavy-handed with the compression because we do not have the same dynamic control as someone like my friend Alex does. For example, when I record Alex, I use something more in the range of 4:1. Nicole once again got the bass track on the second take. She then doubled her guitar track, and I backed up the microphone from the amp for this track to give it a slightly different sound. In retrospect, I probably should have used a different microphone or a different amp to spice it up a little bit more and give it a little more depth, but I don't know, I guess I was feeling lazy that day and I didn't do that. I then recorded a lead guitar part that was on the outro of the song, and this was written on the spot through the guidance from Nicole on what she was imagining the guitar part to sound like in her head. And I never recorded with a guitar that had a whammy before, so I was naturally having a blast. I toned it a bit down on the final take, and I'm kind of regretting it, but whatever. We deal with it in the end. Next, we recorded Nicole's vocals, and this time we used a combination of her first take and her second take. And there's a reason I'm overemphasizing the number of takes that it took for us to record these tracks. I have to hand it to Nicole. She was able to record everything very quickly and reliably, and these are traits that are a huge bonus in the studio. I then did a minimal amount of mixing for this song, and finally mixed it down to cassette. This was a really tough one for me because Nicole specifically asked for a different sound than her usual distorted punk sound, and hopefully I succeeded with that. I don't know. You guys let me know. And I think I should just shut up at this point and play the damn song. I'm talking way too much, so here we go. And there you have it, children. Hope you digged it. This song will be included in Nicol's band Bad Static's next release coming up. It is a self-titled EP. I will put a pre-save link down below. I also apologize for taking forever to put out videos lately. You guys gotta believe me when I say this stuff takes a lot of time to do. I am currently in the midst of recording a video about the realities of recording in a home studio, and a couple people have asked me specifically for a video in that nature. So, you know, look out for that soon. That'll be coming out, and I don't know. That's all I have to say for tonight. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you fat cats later.